Hey, good buddies, what's up, and welcome into the Good Buddies Anime Review. I am your good buddy, Roger.
And I am your good buddy, Brandon.
And we are talking a little more about those 2019 summer animes that we think that you should be watching.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this week is going to be a little weird because we're not going to do a ramble. I do have that con coming up that I mentioned in last week's episode, the first part to all of this, which you should definitely listen to if you haven't already. And there will be no ramble. And next week we don't know what we're doing, so
we're not sure yet.
Yeah, so it's a surprise.
We're all shrugging shoulders over here, y'all. We're gonna get there though, and we will let y'all know. We got the little announcement thing on the YouTube.
Yeah.
So we'll let y'all know when we figure it out.
Yeah, it all just kind of snuck up on me really quick, and then I realized, like, holy shit, I have to be up at 6 a.m. I have not done that in 2 years.
A little bit of hell week for my boy Roger.
Yeah, so it just moved really quickly, but let's go ahead and break into these animes.
Roger, start us up.
Next week we might have more of this, by the way. That could be what's happening.
Maybe. Depends on if we find some more cool stuff.
Yeah. This week,
tell me about it.
The first anime we're going to talk about is...
Oh, here we go.
Quite possibly an anime that if you missed it, if you missed the promotion for it...
You are for sure living under a rock.
Yeah, you've been living under a rock because it was everywhere.
Crunchyroll has been advertising the hell out of this one.
Yep, it's on Crunchyroll and Funimation, so you know our two biggest ones here.
Oh yeah,
you're getting the full frontal, like, just blitz of.
There's gotta be a better way.
Yeah, full frontal blitz.
Roger, tell me
promotion.
about the show, please. I'm dying.
So, Dr. Stone.
Yeah.
Starts out, and it is a typical day at this high school, and.
You never would have thought that the damned apocalypse was about to strike.
Yeah. We've got Senku, who is he loves science.
He's a douche.
He loves him some science,
and he's a douche.
He looks like he's got leaks on his head. That's what his hair looks like. I love all of it. We got Senku and Taiji, Taiju. I think is his name, Taiju.
This guy.
Taiju is talking to Senku about going to confess his feelings to this young lady.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Her name is Yuzuhira. Yuzuhira.
You're killing me. You're killing me, Roger.
This anime's new, dude. I haven't memorized all these damn names. But he's going to go confess his love to her. And as soon as he does,
attempts to do so.
Yeah, this giant light just shines out of nowhere.
And washes over apparently
like
the whole world.
Goddamn aliens are coming.
Roger.
But instead, the light just turns everybody and presumably every living thing to stone.
Well, not every living thing. We see that it doesn't affect some animals.
Yes.
In fact, there's a bit
later on you find out
a pretty heartbreaking bit even where we see a woman who has become a stone statue in the street. And it's important to note that while this is happening, we still hear them thinking, like they are conscious inside these bodies, apparently. And we see this woman on the street has been turned to stone, and her dog on the leash is going nuts, which is a real bummer because that dog ain't getting away from that statue. She's holding the leash.
It's just whenever they stumble across it, it's just going to be a little skeleton dangling there.
Oh,
if it hasn't all disintegrated over time. Because several thousand years have passed.
3,700, I believe, is the number.
Yes, I believe.
We know this number because Senku is so damn cool and so damn smart.
Perceptive.
He just immediately started counting seconds and didn't lose track for 3,700 years.
The year, I think the current year is, or the day that they wake up is October 5th, 5,738.
Jesus.
Hey, but by the way, you know, that'll be on my birthday in several thousand years, 3,000 years.
Where's it on the 5th?
Yeah, on October the 5th. The day that they woke up.
I don't know why I keep thinking it's the
most
10th.
common day to be born on, by the way.
Is it like 9 months exactly from Valentine's Day?
Yes.
Nice.
Yep.
Yo mama was getting it.
No, man.
Now you have to think about it. Now you have to think about it.
You sick freak.
Now you got to think about it, bro.
You know my mom.
I do. She's very nice.
Yeah. So they wake up in this world which is very far in the future, but it's pretty much back to being primordial almost.
Yeah, dude.
Like, it's not just a big soup or anything, but
we got a whole bunch of trees. We got
everything is overgrown.
There's no like.
You ever watched that show Life After Humans?
Mm-hmm.
That's what this is.
There's basically like no buildings or anything. There are a few wild animals. They are scattered and few and far between, but it is mostly just nature has reclaimed the earth, and humans are just statues. And then somehow, these fools wake up.
Yep. So we have Taiju breaking out of his stone. Immediately, Senku comes and gets him. And
he goes and ends up finding Senku.
Yeah, that's right, because Senku leaves him a message.
Yeah, he runs to that tree where his girl Yuzuiha, or whatever her name was standing there waiting for him, and the tree is overgrown and gotten huge, and has actually been sheltering her, it looks like, because she was so near it, and he finds a message carved into the tree, and she's still made of stone, that says, head upstream, you big oaf, or something like that, and boom, there's our boy also up and moving.
Yep.
It's wild.
So... they are attempting to go ahead and rebuild the world. They are working on ways to get people out of this stone.
The power of science.
Small spoiler, which really isn't a spoiler. They find out how to break people free.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, the first person they break free is a smooth-talking, genocidal bastard.
Mm-hmm. That's the thing, is that it's kind of
he sounds so nice.
This is one thing that kind of bums me out about the show, because my dude is mostly right. He just also happens to be a freaking murderer.
Yeah.
So there you go.
He's mostly right, but the way you go about doing something when being right, and you start teetering that line of genocide.
Yeah. That's the thing, is it's some of
any good idea can be taken too far.
A lot of his thinking is justifiable and possibly correct, but then he ends up going on just a straight up murder spree. So there you go.
Yep. So they are contending with that, and that is the last where I've saw onto the show. That is, the engine is kicking up to be quite a cool show, in my opinion. I've really enjoyed it so far. I mean, they were damn sure going to make sure you checked it out, because apparently everybody else thought it was
my
good.
God, the full-on ad blitz for this one. But it's pretty rad.
I do believe it is a Shonen Jump anime too. So
for sure.
So those usually get a big push, which is kind of weird because Astra is Shonen Jump as well, but it did not get
as much of a push, no. But
it's confined to Funimation, which they are dubbing it.
Yeah.
Last week we said that there wasn't a dub for it, but this week, or the week, sometime after we had said that, they put up the first episode with an English dub. So they're dubbing it a few days after, or a few weeks after.
Indeed.
But yeah, that's Dr. Stone. It's a lot of fun. I'm glad that I checked it out.
Yeah.
All the shameless promotion for it everywhere did not deter me, and I would recommend that you check it out. Don't let it deter you. It is a pretty fun freaking show.
Yeah, it's definitely one that's getting the big push, and it's not without reason. It's from what I've seen people talking about, like having read the manga and stuff, they're like, man, y'all, it's rad. It's only gonna get radder. Yeah. So apparently it's gonna be really cool. I'm into it right now. I will say I do find the guy a little bit douchey, but he's douchey in a vaguely likable way, so it's not so bad.
He's like enduring.
Yeah, a little bit.
That's where I put him, is enduring.
Sure.
He's enduring.
Nothing wrong with that.
He likes what he likes, and that is fucking science.
It's fucking science. It's fucking science.
Blinded by science.
Yeah, I keep saying there's definitely going to be a bit where like they're attacked by like some kind of person or animals or something. He's going to like do a quick explanation, because he's basically, if you've ever seen the Robert Downey Jr. Sherlock Holmes, where he's so smart he can kick your ass, he kind of does that thing, but he's gonna be like using phosphorus or something and make a big blinding light, and he's gonna be like, I'm gonna have to sit here and say, wow, he blinded them with science. It's gonna suck.
Yeah.
And I'm into it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It's pretty good.
It's fine.
My guy, what do you want to talk about next?
Well, I got a couple to talk about, but I think the one I'm going to start with is a little something that's streaming on Crunchyroll currently, up to episode 4. I have seen all 4 of these episodes. And let's get a little tender. This one's called Given. Stylized as all lowercase Given with little brackets on either side, just so you know it's real hip. Let me give you the breakdown real quick. This one focuses on Ritsuka, a guitar-playing high school student who is finding life a little boring. He's in a bit of a malaise. He plays music, he plays basketball, but nothing is really moving him the way it used to. But then he meets a young man who's also at his school, although in a different class, named Mafuyu, who this kid carries around an old guitar with him everywhere he goes. And partly out of pity and partly out of anger that this sleepy kid has a Gibson Hollow body with a broken strings and everything, he takes the guitar, fixes it up, helps the kid out, and that thus starts this kind of hesitant friendship with the two of them. And for a little while, it's kind of strained. Mafuyu's like, oh, you play guitar? Can you teach me how to play guitar? Teach me how to play guitar. This kid's very quiet, very shy. He doesn't talk much at all. In fact, there's a big character thing with him. I was telling Roger about it before. I was kind of bummed out because I felt like they weren't really developing this character. Turns out they are. He's just very bad at expressing himself. And so he doesn't talk all that much, which is part of the characterization.
Sure.
But the big thing is that he's, he wants to learn how to play guitar. Ritsuka ends up taking him to like one of the jam sessions with his band, and you see him rocking out a little bit. It's pretty rad. They give you like the 3D drawn over for when they're playing guitar and stuff. It's pretty cool. Music is decent. Haven't heard any music with actual lyrics to it yet, so I'm looking to see where that goes. People are comparing it to Beck. I don't think that's fair yet because we ain't heard enough music yet. But the big thing is that they start this friendship, and it is only later when Ritsuka hears this kid Mafuyu sing that his heart is moved. And all of a sudden, he's finding joy in writing music again, and he has all these emotions that weren't really moving in him at all before, and he wants this kid to join the band, and you know what? They gon' fuck. It's one of them. Like, it's coming. This is a pretty cute little boys' love story. It's got a bit of drama. It's got a bit of laughs. And I'm super into it so far. I will say this. Be warned that Mafuyu, who, again, is very quiet, has trouble expressing himself, appears to be dealing with some kind of depression and possibly a post-traumatic stress thing. Don't really tell you what that's about yet. You do see a couple flashbacks, and it looks like he discovered someone who had committed suicide. If that's something that's going to bum you out, maybe avoid this one. At least know that going in. But the whole thing overall is cute enough and fun enough and super gay. And I'm pretty into it, man. It's a lot of fun so far. Really cute show. I'm enjoying it. Roger, I don't believe you watched it at all yet.
I haven't checked it out yet, but I have been wanting to.
Yeah, as soon as they get into the music and stuff, I think that's when you're really gonna have to pull the trigger.
Yeah.
They've got a few little fun little bits in there. I showed Roger a picture where dude was stringing up the guitar, and he's not using Didarios, he's got Dabanios or something.
Yeah.
Which is like
it's
weird because it's the only thing they fudged. Like, they are playing, the kid plays a Gibson, they have Marshall amps, like, it's all legit. But Dabanio strings.
I should have went with them GHS
Should have went with them boomers. Gotta get them boomers, bro.
Fucking boomers.
Fucking boomers. But yeah, super cute show. If you're looking for, the cutesy little boys love series this year, or this season anyway, this is probably the one for you. Check it out. I'm into it right now, and we'll see where it goes.
Yeah, nice, man. I'm
fun.
super excited to check it out.
But now, all that being said, it's time to drop the metal.
Yeah. Oh, it's gonna get so freaking.
Tell me about it, Roger.
I might actually need a little help describing this one.
I got you.
Because the anime does something a little strange in which the backstory that we would normally cover from the first episode, where you're not getting too heavy into spoiler territory, they really stretch it out.
Yeah, this one is giving you the slow burn, but what are we talking about, Roger?
We're talking about Finland Saga.
Oh my god.
It is so freaking dope.
Dude, this show's rad.
Immediately people will draw parallels to like Berserk and stuff like that. And it is, I think, art style and just overall the kind of when you do get battles, how violent they are. It definitely earns it. Now
that's an apt comparison.
Are we gonna get crazy demons and stuff? No, I don't think so.
Probably not. This seems like one of those where it's very low on the like supernatural bits.
It feels very like it feels like it's very much of a warring era.
Yeah, it's all about like humans are the monsters.
Yeah, so we start this off. The actual show takes place in 1013 AD England, but the core of the anime, which we start out with, is 9 years prior.
Yes.
And what is it's very obvious that something is going to happen, but I'm apprehensive to.
They're in Greenland right now.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil it for anyone.
If you watch the outro to this show, it becomes pretty obvious what's going to happen just from that.
Yeah, you see your main character, Thorfinn, as an older character.
Yes, it starts off beginning of this. We got this kid Thorfinn who is a small child. His daddy is Thor's, a big rough dude named Thor. Also, there's a dude named like not named Loki, but something very close to that.
Is it Loki?
Something like that.
Loki?
Something really like similar to Loki. And I'm like, all right, dudes, you just go for it. But point is, we got this big dude, Thors, who is a certifiable badass. And without getting too spoilery, we find out that the very first thing you see is him in this big naval battle, fighting for this army and just going ham on fools and going nuts. He is tearing them up. This show is very violent and bloody. Be prepared for that. But we then see later on, he ends up apparently abandoning that life and starting his own little family, and good for him. And from there, so far, we're getting into other stuff where suddenly this guy's dark past comes back to find him, and in doing so begins to endanger not only his village and himself, but more importantly, his family. And my dude's gonna have to make some decisions, and we'll see where it goes from there. We're not gonna go too much deeper than that, I think. But it is a rad show. Yeah. We're seeing a lot of cool characters, a lot of cool world building. Another big thing is we literally have freaking Leif Erikson in this thing. Finland, if you don't know, is when Vikings and other people like that, when Leif Erikson found the America, the new world rather, before Columbus and all that in 1492, they called it Vinland because they had all these, grapes and vines and shit. That's what they saw, and they were like, we're gonna call it Vinland. That's very original, Leif. So this dude's been there. He's an explorer and whatnot, and we see him as a character in here. He's basically like kind of the goofy uncle to this kid, Thorfinn, who we're gonna see grow up apparently. But yeah, it is giving us the slow burn. It's going for 24 episodes. Is that right?
Yes, it is going for 24 episodes. Man, I really want to find that character's name.
Oh, the Loki or whatever it was.
Yeah.
It's something like that. It's real doofy, but yeah, Thor's in Loki or something.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
I swear it has Loki in it.
Yeah, it definitely does. I remember reading that on the subtitles and be like, whoa. But yeah.
Blokey.
Blokey?
I don't know.
Blokey down. But yeah, God knows if that character is going to even come back or matter. But yeah, it's some interesting stuff going on here. But yeah, without saying too much about it's
got at least a 4-episode intro. Like 4 episodes that normally another anime would put in one.
Yeah.
Which, not to say that that's bad. That's not bad.
No, I love a slow burn.
The backstory is cool.
I love a slow burn, baby. Make me want it. Make me want them big moments, and it is happening. If you want one that like is going to be slow enough to keep you in suspense and yet has enough action and cool shit to really keep you involved in it, this is the show, because it is really doing it for me right now. It's rad. It's super rad, and I'm into it.
It's Floki.
Floki. It is Floki, that's right. I remember thinking, because like, Floki, is he a rapper?
I just got a text from my girlfriend who's in the room next to us that says, Floki, you guys are silly.
Sorry, real quick. Thanks, Kat.
Thanks.
I hope y'all heard that.
It's
God
Floki.
love her. God, I love her.
I spent more time trying to figure out that damn name.
Because I remember reading that thinking, what, is he a rapper? Are they going to rap battle? Yo, it's your boy Floki on the MIC.
Yeah.
Everybody in Valhalla gotta listen to me. That's so bad. That's so bad. Cut that out. Cut that out of the show. I'm sorry.
It's staying. But I do. This show is awesome, man.
Yeah, it's rad.
And also, it's done by Twin Engine, I believe. Same people that did Doro. And my heart sank.
That was specifically Mappa, I believe, right?
Okay, maybe. I don't know. Twin Engine is. They got
the same intro.
Yeah,
I think
they're part of the same. And whenever I saw the motorcycles, I
were like,
knew
oh yeah.
It's like, oh yeah. I'm gonna freaking love this.
Yeah, the art style on here is really cool too. It does do that 3D thing, mostly with these big sweeping scenes where like they're on the boat or whatever, and you're seeing it spin around them. But it never feels like gross. It always works, even though you definitely know you're looking at some 3D stuff.
Yeah, I also really liked whenever Thorfinn is having like a daydream or something. It goes into
it goes into a super cartoony.
It's like Dragon Quest.
That's what it looks like. Dragon Quest. It's amazing. It's really great. He's like imagining being on a ship and like sailing and stuff, and there's like a dragon or something attack, a sea monster, a leviathan kind of thing. Oh, it's so cool.
It's a very, very, very cool show. I really I want to talk a lot more about it, and this will definitely be one that gets a review down the line.
Yeah.
But it's really hard because I don't want to spoil the opening for you.
Yeah. Definitely this is one to watch.
Yeah, just trust that it's one
that
to
one's
watch.
streaming on Amazon.
Yes. Especially if you like Berserk and warring anime, stuff like that. Like, Vikings, you hear Vikings and some people might be off put by it. They might think it's a little boring.
No, it's pretty rad so far.
It's really good.
So yeah, that one is streaming on Amazon if you've got it. I believe it's up to episode 4, I think. Yes, it's up to episode 4 so far. I've only watched the first 3. I'm actually missing 4. So I'm going to jump on that probably when I get home. But
4 took a while to come out. It was delayed for a little bit.
Yeah, so, I noticed that.
Yep, I'm stoked, dude. I'm stoked about this anime, and I hope people check it out and really, really enjoy it.
One more shout out to Kat. Thanks, Kat.
Yeah, thanks, Kat. Let's go into our final anime. This is the final one we're talking about this week, right?
Oh boy, yeah.
And man, so you helped me the last one. I'll be able to help you with this one because you got me into it, dude.
Baby,
and I was sucked in.
I watched this and I was like, bro, you got to watch this. I've been telling people at work, folks I know that are into anime and stuff. I'm like, you got to check out this show. If you just read the description, it might at first sound like some bullcrap isekai.
Yeah, you think
it is
that it's
quite different. And honestly, if you just watch the second episode, you're going to be like, whoa, this is the weirdest, coolest thing ever. We're talking about The Ones Within. Might be the sleeper of the season.
It might be.
But it is getting a simuldub, so obviously it's a little bit cool.
It very quickly, blew up to me. I watched it, I thought that you wouldn't send me into something that's terribly awful or anything like that.
I'm not gonna give you no trash, bro.
Yeah, but unless you would tell me ahead of time, like, hey, this is trash, but you gotta watch it.
Yeah.
This one you just told me to check out and let you know what I thought. And man, I thought it was awesome.
And pretty weird.
I was shocked by it. It is so weird.
Yeah, dude.
It is so damn weird.
Let me give you a quick little intro. So this one follows several characters, but primary among them, let's say, is Akatsuki Iride.
He's so nice.
He's very nice. He's a Let's Player specializing in escape games, apparently, and he finds himself waking up in a strange place called 13th Avenue. He and several other Let's Players have been abducted and are being forced to clear these levels and overcome challenges, and their goal is to achieve 100 million total views on a live stream of this game that they unwittingly find themselves trapped in. It's called The Ones Within Genome. That's the name of the game that they're in. Apparently, it's also the name of the game that they streamed, which apparently got them abducted.
Yeah,
they don't really explain that much. They don't really explain too much of it, actually. But it's weird and rad. They are overseen by this suit-wearing mystery man in an alpaca mask whose name is Paka. And despite him...
I'm curious as to whether or not it's actually a mask.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure if it's a mask. Maybe he's a robot under there. I'm not sure. You don't really know.
But he has a glowing red eye.
Yeah, dude. And the wild thing is despite all this apparently being real, we see giant pandas and girls being born out of eggs, and the whole thing is just wrapped in goofiness and mystery, and I freaking love it so far.
It is freaking amazing.
It's pretty fun.
It's amazing.
I still wouldn't say it's my number 1 this season. I think that still goes to Maidens, but I'm super into it. It is strange. I don't want to tell you anything about episode 2.
Nope.
Please just watch it.
Just watch it. If you haven't
Roger,
been
try
sold
to
on
avoid
it,
clips of you know who.
Yeah.
Don't spoil
I have
nothing.
to watch it very heavily to make sure I don't have any clips. But it's definitely something like if you go to 2 and you're like meh, then okay.
You ain't gonna like it.
Yeah.
That's it. If you just get through episode 1, and honestly, episode 1's not bad. It's kind of
you got some weird stuff at the end.
It's kind of weird. It's kind of fine. It's kind of weird. But episode 2 is where it just goes into what?
Yeah.
And it's amazing.
It escalates.
Yes.
The level of weird and just overall confusion.
Yeah.
It's confusing but not confusing at the same time.
Yes. It makes perfect sense.
You can follow
it's so strange. Yeah.
Yeah, but it is just so strange, and they just keep stepping up level by level. Like, wow. This is wow.
And you're getting quite a bit of intrigue and stuff. You find out that this character might have known one of the other characters beforehand, etc., etc. The only thing I will say is that the dub is kind of meh. It's fine. It's not
good.
bad.
It sounds like My Hero Academia.
It does. It's like I got a lot of those guys. Justin Briner is the main guy. Iriday and all that.
That's the problem with MHA. Because MHA, I think, has an excellent dub.
Yeah, and
however, that is like Funimation's dub team now.
It's their dub team. It's their go-to guys, and that's fine. But it's like a little overbearing at a certain point.
Yeah.
Particularly two of these guys. There's a bit in episode 2 where two guys are in each other's faces, and they just have the exact same voice.
They have the same voice. Two different guys, same voice.
They're doing like the Bakugo screaming voice, and they sound exactly the same. And it's just like, wow, I'm listening to one man argue with himself.
It is incredible how similar they sound.
They are different voice actors, but they sound exactly the same.
MHA is, like, this might not be a problem if MHA didn't have such a big roster.
Yeah. It's huge.
So all your talent is on that show, and that's, easily the most popular show right now.
Speaking of, we're pretty close to it.
Yeah, October's coming up, baby. I'm super stoked for it.
Oh, snap.
One thing I do want to say about the show is, you have quite a few characters in here, and I feel like they all get pretty good development.
We're getting a decent little bit with each of them.
I feel like I know who everybody is.
Pretty quickly, too.
And not even just by the games they play. Like,
That is kind of a fun thing, is that each of the characters has their own little games that they're specialized in. So this guy's good at escape game. This one's good at like fighting games. This one's good at horror games.
Yeah,
they're all streamers and let's players.
Yeah, they all
and that's
seem
their
to be
specialty.
somewhat popular streamers and let's players.
At least a little bit.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good time.
I like it's so weird. It's so weird. Like last season we talked about Sarazama being weird. This is the weird one for this season. I'm not sure if it's Sarazama good or anything.
No. Not yet anyway.
But it is definitely, Sarazama was worth checking out just for the weird factor.
Yeah.
It was and this thing has that same thing. It's entirely weird in a different direction, but it is worth checking out because it's weird but weirdly good.
Yeah, very much so. That's a good way to put it. It's so freaky, it's fantastic.
Yeah, I freaking love it, dude. I burned through those episodes so fast. And I want more. I want it all to be done right now.
It's pretty fun.
But I also want it to be 100 episodes long.
Wow. That seems like
and I want it to be done right now. Right now.
Roger, it's going to be okay.
So good.
It's going to be okay, Roger.
Yeah. It's fine.
But that's, I think that wraps it up for us. So that's our 4 that we feel like you should check out this week. Still not sure what's happening next week. We might do another 4. We might just go into a review. If you're subscribed to the YouTube, keep an eye out for a little announcement thing. If you're not subscribed to the YouTube, why not?
Yeah.
Check it out.
Subscribe to us.
It's Rapid Kick Media on YouTube. And just for YouTube purposes, smash that like button, hit subscribe. Thanks a lot for you listening. Thank you so much.
Leave us a comment below. Let us know what animes you've been pumped about this season.
We truly
maybe
appreciate
something
it.
we haven't talked about that we need to check out.
Yeah, please
Maybe
do.
you want to tell us why we should check out that Copcraft, which Brandon has checked out and I have not checked out yet.
It's okay.
But I'm looking forward to it. I definitely want to know what y'all think. So let us know in the comments below. That is the best place to talk to us.
Yeah, man. Copcraft, when we finally do get a ramble and we do our like honorable and dishonorable mentions, it's definitely going to be in there.
Yeah.
I won't say which yet.
Yeah.
Let me leave you in suspense, good buddies.
It could even be on next week's episode if we were to do another part to this, and I really liked it. It could be there. Who knows?
Who can say?
Who can say? Alrighty, good buddies.
But yeah, that's gonna be it for us. Thank you so much.
Love ya. Bye.